Hi, this is Paul. I'm coming back with TTM episode number 23. Uh, got 10 returns, so let's get started. First one is a one-on-one in 18 days from former NFL quarterback Scott Mitchell. This is him on his 90. What is it? 90. This is a 95 Skybox. But Scott Mitchell. Okay, a little story about Scott Mitchell. Okay, he got a big free agent contract from the Detroit Lions. And this is a shout out to the the memory of Lisa Z. Because in 1993, Dan Marino ruptured his Achilles tendon and he was literally out for except for the first few games, but he was out for the entire season. Scott Mitchell was his backup, and Scott Mitchell had a pretty good year for the Dolphins, and he kind of parlayed that into a big free agent contract with the Lions, and it never really panned out. So that's my Scott Mitchell story. The next one is this is a 80-81 tops of Tom Henderson. I shout out to this guy and this baby. I got this in one of his giveaways. I will leave this guy and this baby's link to their channel. If you've never watched a This Guy and This Baby video, This Baby is his little 5 or 6 year old son. I can't remember. I know he had a birthday, and he's hilarious. But this guy, after every 10 TTM returns, he will do a video, and at the end of the return, he will do a 5-card giveaway. All you have to do is be a public subscriber and comment on his video, and he puts you in the it used to be the wheel, but the randomizer or whatever they call it. And so if your name comes up, he sends you the 5 cards. But this guy, if I don't have a vote because I'm not in the community long enough, you have to have a year in making videos, and then a year in making videos to get a vote, and then 3 years to 3 years worth of content. I'm not even, I'm probably about 6 months, almost 6 months. But if I did have a YouTube Hall of Fame vote, and I believe everybody gets 10, this guy and this baby, they would get a vote from me. Because if you ever watch the This Guy, This Baby video, the introduction, the opening sequence is unbelievable. And I believe this guy told me that his brother did it or something. But check out this guy's channel. I'll leave a link in the description. Okay, now the third one is a 2-2 from Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. And I'll talk about the fee after I show him off. Sorry. This is the 88 All-Star card of Wade Boggs. And this is his Hall of Fame plaque postcard of Wade Boggs. Now, Wade Boggs, thankfully, he's been dealing. I believe he's getting better. He's been dealing with cancer. But Wade Boggs is different, and I'll use the term that Chris Cards in Oregon uses. Your mileage may vary. There's stories that Wade Boggs wants $20 a card, wants a certain price for a rookie card, wants $10 a piece. I went ahead and sent Wade Boggs the 2 items for just $10. And I put in a letter that if it wasn't enough for donation, to please sign the plaque postcard. And then, but he signed both. It's a $10 donation. I believe if you send Wade Boggs at least $10, and don't count me verbatim, I believe you just send him a donation of at least $10, he'll pretty much sign 2 items for you. I think if you put more than 2 items and a 10, I think that's kind of stretching it. Maybe he'll do 3 for 20. Again, your mileage may vary. So the next one is a 2-2 in 13 days from Rick Rona. He signed this 90 tops. And the other item that Rick Rona signed was a checklist, and I've already sent that back out. Uh, that was a two. I'll recap again. Scott Mitchell was 1-1 in 18 days. Tom Henderson was 1-1 in 29 days. Wade Boggs was 2-2 in 12 days with a $10 fee. And Rick Rona was 2-2 in 13 days. And he signed the checklist, and I've already put that back in the mail. Next one is a 2-2 in 28 days. Ron Gant, TTM legend. He signs through his he's with Fox in Atlanta. He's a morning anchor on one of them morning shows, but he's a great TTMer. He signed this 92 Fleer, and then he signed this 92 Fleer, the lumber company. It's a subset of the 92 Fleer set. So he signed that. The next one is a 3-3 in 105 days from Bob Hagidis. He's a hockey player, NHL player. He signed the Buffalo Sabres logo photo, signed the New York Islanders logo photo, and he signed the Toronto Maple Leafs logo photo. Then the next one is a 3-3 in 86 days from Don Stanhouse. He signed the Baltimore Orioles logo photo, and a shout out to Autographs 2000, big Oriole fan. But I try and get these logo photos. I try and get an inscription done, and he inscribed it Full Pack. And Full Pack comes from Earl Weaver. Earl Weaver was the manager of the 79. Earl Weaver managed the Orioles for several years, a long time. He's in the Hall of Fame. But Earl Weaver was a chain smoker. A lot of the managers were just like Jim Leyland. Their nerves, once they got nervous or whatever, the tension of the game, they lit up in the dugout, and nobody really stopped them. Don Stanhouse was almost like Edwin Diaz of the Mets. And I'll use the Italian term because my wife's part Italian, agita. It's a term for heartburn or indigestion or whatever. And but Don Stanhouse was one of those pitchers. And in 79, especially in the World Series, he created some tense. Obviously, the Pirates, shout out to Master Bowler, the Pirates won it and they won it. And also, congratulations to Dave Parker. He was on that team. But he got nicknamed Full Pack because when Don Stanhouse was in the game, supposedly Earl Weaver would smoke a full pack of cigarettes. I don't know how true it is, but Earl lit up a lot. Okay, and the next one is a Montreal Expos logo photo with Don Stanhouse, and then a Texas Rangers logo photo of Don Stanhouse. Shout out to Chase. Looks like he put it in the envelope before it dried. This happens a lot with these glossy photos. And then, so that was 86 days. Bob Haldiscus was in 105 days. Ron Gant was in 28 days. Just, I can't remember if I mentioned how many days. The next one's a 2-2 in 47 days from Casey Candell. He signed his 88 tops times 2. Again, I got these from Autographs 2000. And Casey Candell is the manager of the Buffalo Bisons. That's a Toronto AAA farm team. Now, I had sent these cards to his home in California, but it came back was a Tampa St. Petersburg postmark. So it leads me to say that he is now in Dunedin, Florida. Normally, the minor league managers help the major league team get ready for spring training and until the minor leaguers show up. So if you have cards for Casey Candell to sign, don't send them to California because you may be waiting a while because he probably won't be home till after baseball season. So if you want them, send them to the Toronto Blue Jays, not their stadium in Dunedin, which is TD Ballpark, but their player complex. They have a new complex in Dunedin. It's probably state-of-the-art, but it's not next to the stadium. It's like 2 or 3 miles. And if you want the address, just the email is in my channel description. Just shoot me an email, and I will give you the address. Or if you want to Google it, it's on Garrison Road in Dunedin, Florida. It's off the top of my head. So if you want to Google Toronto Blue Jays player development, if it comes up Garrison Boulevard, that's it. And just send it to attention Casey Candell. And it may take a while. He'll have it, but it'll come back faster than if you send it to California. And usually you may send it back after the season. It'll come postmarked from Buffalo. So, okay, the next one is a 2-2 from John Demerit. He signed this. Well, it's a Braves logo photo. He played for the Milwaukee Braves, and he was part of the 57 World Series champion team. Shout out to Johnny Serena and Adams Card Closet. And then he signed this Mets logo photo. He was an original 1962 New York Met. Shout out to TTM Mike, my cohort in Met fandom. We're on ice about what's going to go on with Alonso. And then as we continue with the Met theme, we got John Olerud, and I'm not going to do the Ricky Henderson story again. I did it last time. We got John Olerud on the Mets logo photo, and he did put a pamphlet in. And next time I send to him, I will send some money. He's collecting. His daughter has an illness since she was an infant. So, and then he signed the Seattle Mariners logo photo. Other than that, that's it for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.